Matter of fact, and we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. Today, I got some good friends of mine, Bitcoin Bobby in the house.
What's good? What's
And
good?
what's
BMT
up?
fam.
What's up? What's up? And we got my boy Kev in the building. Kevin Waffle
What's
Tarver. What up,
good?
dog?
Real talk New York, man. Let's get real talk New York. You know what I mean? Nah, just talking
Facts,
trash.
facts, man. So yeah, we haven't did a crypto show in a while. Everybody's been asking, man, we gonna do another crypto show. So we're doing it now, man. This is very good information we about to give because right now crypto is kind of on the you would say on a downward streak, right? Bitcoin, Bobby.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
hmm
is.
So what's going on? I'll start off with you, bro. Like what's going on? Why the big dip?
I think there's a lot of fundamental factors that's coming into play. One of the major things is over the last since November, China has exited the market. You know, the Chinese government has squeezed a lot of their populace out of the market. A
hmm
lot of China exchanges have been gone down. Personally, I know for myself because I used to be on this exchange called Coinbean, and I had some, and this is one of my mistakes. I had some crypto on there that I bought back in 2018, 2019, and I just kept it on there. And I should have got it off the exchange. And it was a long-term play I was using. And come to find out when I'm checking my assets about a couple of weeks ago, I found out the exchange had got shut down. And you had only like a good week to get your money off the exchanges and convert them to either US dollars or back to Bitcoin and transfer them back into one of your wallets. And I didn't know that. And this was like, I want to say late October, early November. So once China squeezed a lot of the people out of the market, a lot of these smaller China exchanges had disappeared. And man, I was out of almost $6,000 easily, man.
Oh man.
6 grand, and that could have been 6 grand. That could have went to like 60 grand based on my
hmm
projection. So
hmm
that's one of the reasons. Another reason I would say is the market itself, the U.S. market itself. I mean, look what's going on with inflation. But you also got to take into consideration for the average investor. What's going on in the market is we're having a lot of things where cost of goods are going up, cost of goods and services are going up. So that average marginal investor, with that happening, they're not getting their wages increased either. So there's no wages increasing, everything going up. It's like they're not going to have that extra little bit of cash flow on hand to be investing also. So I think inflation is also hurting the market right now too. So I think those are two main fundamental factors that's going on.
Okay, okay. And Kev, what's your thoughts on why crypto has dipped down?
Where you want me to start at?
Go ahead.
Where you want me to start? You know, Bobby started it off right then and there. You know, with him losing money and exchanges going down. I mean, that's common occurrence right now with crypto, and it's becoming so much of a common occurrence that the U.S. government is starting to take a hand in it right now. Right, so we see from them dipping in our pockets essentially to tax us in
hmm
crypto heavily. You know, Biden has already set his agenda on what he wants to do with crypto and how he wants uh, the middle class, which is a majority of crypto owners, because we're the people who want to get rich, right? We have substance right now, but we want more. We always need more. We're the ones getting affected by the gas prices, the food prices, the housing prices, right? So the millionaires or the top 1%, they don't really care. The bottom people in the projects, they eating good off food stamps, they don't care. So it leaves us. And that's what I, really want to talk about is that 6 grand Bobby lost, that could have maxed out his 401k, right? So if you do that for 10 years, you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? And that's what cats need to really realize, that crypto to me is always and still gonna be forever in my mind a gamble. You know, it's a bubble ready to pop at any point. And for guys to really understand, and Bobby will have his, he can get a chance to talk, but in all actuality, crypto hedges a lot of the major stocks and a lot of the major indices that we have been trading and losing on and winning on for all these years in the stock market. And that's really what it comes down to. So if you have situations where a person, for example, is trading gold or trading silver or trading commodities, and let's
hmm
say historically, as it has been in the past, during these first quarter months, we always lose in these first quarter months. Why? We're recovering from tremendous debt from the end of the year. People are
hmm
just getting back to work, really getting back to the market. So what do you do when you lose? You know what I'm saying? When you're losing in these markets, inflation is hitting hard. What do? You take from other places. Crypto is just that place. So the rich are using crypto as a placeholder. The middle class is trying to get rich, and the poor they scamming off of it, right? So you got to look at all three of those facets and really, take a look at what we're doing. But we gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it, a real deal.
Honestly, I can't
Okay.
even disagree with all he just said. I mean, these are
Hmm.
all perfectly valid points, and he is looking at it from all three perspectives of the market. And from my perspective of it, yeah, the middle class is getting squeezed. You got Biden's agenda, and we can talk more about where regulation is going to be going. There is some correlation to the cryptocurrency market and the tech stocks that's been going down also. So yeah, because of what's going on, people are taking their money out of a lot of these stocks, cryptos, and other investments because of what's going on with the inflation situation. So yeah, I can definitely agree with everything you just said.
Okay. Okay.
And also a gamble. When he says that, I think that's like a negative connotation because when you think about almost all investments can be in a gamble in some sort of way. You're putting your money up, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to see if you can win. You're not guaranteed to win, but you're not guaranteed to lose either. So everything is in investments is technically a gamble. So that's how I look at it also.
Yeah, that's true, Kev, because stocks, they're down as well.
Are they down? Are they really
Yeah.
down?
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
talk. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna look at the numbers. Are they
Okay.
really
Okay.
down? I don't know, man. Are
Hmm.
they taking, like the brother said, are they taking a little dip? Or are you doing a retracement? It's not a reversal. We aren't really down because,
Hmm.
like you said, the cost of goods are going up. People still have to buy things. We still have to spend money. Currency is, money is still getting exchanged. So, are we really down, or are we just evolving or changing our spending? Right. So, common example out here in California, right?
Hmm.
Housing market is inflated. Gas is $5 a gallon. People still
Damn.
gotta go to work though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we really looking at? But crypto, there's a crypto ATM in almost every gas station in California. Every gas station I pull over to has a crypto ATM in it, right?
Hmm.
Nobody's using them. Why? Because it's not at the forefront right now. It's still in the backs of people's minds. Yeah, Bitcoin, blockchain. Everybody could talk about the technology that's coming out, and we could, talk about the potential of what's going to happen, and that'd be awesome. We could talk about that too. I work in the tech space. We can do it. We could talk about it all day. But the reality of it is, if you're putting your money into Bitcoin, even in the past 6 months, and I'll go into the numbers, Bitcoin has been down historically for the last year 9%. Stocks are up 14%. S&P, Dow Jones, you can look it up, bro. It's up. S&P is up 17%. Dow Jones is up 14% in the last year to date as of today. You know what I'm saying? So if we talking about the reality of the situation and the gamble, yeah, we could talk about the gamble. But like I said, I just gave you a good example. A Roth 401k, tax free after you turn a certain age. All you need to do is max out 6K a year for 10 years, and you're gonna be a millionaire by the time you're 65. Bitcoin can't promise you that return, but a 401k can't. But again, you're right, it is a gamble because people have lost on 401ks, but they've also come back. That's why we say 10 years. You know what I'm saying? All of us in on this chat right now, we getting up there in age, bro. I'm 37. I'm not quite sure how old you brothers are, but we up here in age now. We gotta start looking at the next step of our life because we don't want to be pushing a broom at Walmart for the rest of our life. Talking about, yo, I bought Bitcoin when it was 18, and I got
Come
Bitcoin when
on,
it was
man.
36, and then it dropped out. The reality of the situation and how dangerous crypto is, on top of inflation, on top of markets being overinflated, is people are taking out loans against this stuff. It's a reality. People are betting on these coins heavy. This guy's
Mhm.
taking out of their 401k to go buy coins. And like you said, Aaron, the last year it went on the decline, bro. Heavy decline. I'm looking
Mhm.
at the charts and I'm like, all right, it's gonna hit a resistance level, but we've been here before. But what's gonna push it back up? You know what I'm saying? So it's not only affecting us, it's not only affecting the middle class, I would say, but now it's going to start to really affect the economy because if you took out 10K to go buy Bitcoin and it's been steadily dropping, and you can't pay that money back because what? COVID is closing down offices. You can't get it. I mean, people say you get a job, but who working at McDonald's for $15 an hour? If you got a degree, bro, you gonna work at McDonald's for $16 an hour? No, man. You gotta go to your field. So what happens when you can't get a job in your field because your office can't open up, or you a janitor, or you whatever, and you can't get a job? Now you got a $10,000 loan you can't pay back. What's that called? That's called debt. That's gonna kill the economy. The economy is built. The United States economy is built on debt. Believe it or not, it ain't built on nothing else. It's built on debt. The fact that people make money back and they make interest on that, that's what makes the United States go around. But you got cryptocurrency that's just pouring it in. It's no return. You lose, you lose. That's it. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the real reason, and he's not going to talk about the real reason why China stopped, right? Is they got caught their hand in the cookie jar multiple times. See, what you're not talking about is China has developed systems now to where they have mining equipment that doesn't mine Bitcoin anymore. It just guesses the next serial number. So they can steal the coin before it's even made. Now, how you going to compete with that? And that's real talk. You can look it up. They got systems right now that they can find out, they can figure out what the next Bitcoin serial number is going to be within the blockchain. And everybody's running around talking about security of the blockchain. But the blockchain shows two transactions. It shows when you bought your crypto and shows when you exchange your crypto. And you can look this up. Now, if I'm a person up to mischief, right, and I hack into a wallet over, and you can know the numbers, over 300 million, 400 million in crypto has been stolen in the last 10 years. So it's not a place where, okay, I've got 10 grand, I'm going to put it in this wallet. Like he just said, I'm putting this wallet. This exchange go tomorrow, or somebody hack my wallet, now I'm going too. The risk factor is too high right now for guys to be taking that risk without having a backup plan. And that's all I want to bring to light. We all taking risks, but let's take a calculated risk. And I don't think crypto is that calculated risk at this point.
That's some good points, Kev. You want to respond to that Bitcoin, Bobby?
Man, those are some good points. That's why it's always good to have education. It's always good to do your research. And I made that mistake when I was telling you about my situation with the crypto exchange. And now exchanges can be hacked, sure, but not your wallet, not your personal wallet that has your private keys. Only you have access to that. So no one can hack your private keys wallet. So let's make that straight and clear. So if you have your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet, no one can get to it because you have your private keys, or even if it's a software wallet. Now with the China thing, that's surprising. I would think that the reason why they squeeze a lot of people out of the market is because they're trying to create their own CBDCs, central bank coin, and a lot of these countries, especially superpower countries, are probably going to be leaning towards that over the next few years, issuing their own digital currency, centralized digital currency for their own personal nation. So I can see that definitely coming down the pike over the next couple of years. I'm not trying to say that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, is the only avenue of investment. I say always diversify. You should have some stocks. You should have some precious metals. You should have real estate. Why is it always that whenever crypto, quote unquote, crashes or goes down, that it's always it's a problem? It's always a situation. This is a volatile market. That's one of the things we tell people: do your education. This is a volatile market that you're coming into. As much as you can have fast, quick gains, you can have fast, quick losses also. But if you zoom out over a long period of time, it still has been the best performing asset over the last decade itself. So it's risky, yes, but you can also make greater gains in it. And we're not even at a great adoption stage yet. The adoption stage is still small and little. We haven't even got to the point where you have more and more countries trying to issue Bitcoin as a legal tender itself. So that's where you're going to in adoption now. El Salvador is doing it. I think Colombia is going to be doing it pretty soon. You have more countries that are going to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender because they can see the value and fundamental value in it, especially if the network is going to keep getting stronger and stronger. All I'm saying is don't look at it from a stock standpoint. Look at it from a property, commodities, precious metal standpoint in a digital asset. If you look at it from that way, you're buying it now and it can be going to maybe $1 million in 10 years. This is for something your kid's legacy to have, something for you can pass on to the next person. Always try to compare this technology towards the invention of the cell phone. The cell phone came out in the mid 80s, but it didn't really have major adoption until maybe the mid 2000s or even to the 2010s or now, where we're using it on a day-to-day basis. The mobile devices we use every day from our cell phone. It took 40 years to get to this point. We're only into 10 years into blockchain and cryptocurrencies. To where we're going with DeFi, NFTs, things of that nature within a blockchain community in the next 10 to 20 years is going to be used as an everyday basis by our kids. That's what I'm trying to say. Look into getting into some of this stuff early now as an investment, part of an investment. So that's my take on it. We're still in the early stages of this stuff.
And I believe Brazil, or it's either Brazil or Rio, is like investing like 1% of their treasury into Bitcoin as well. So it's being adopted.
It came out just the other day. What's the lady's name? A state senator from, I want to say, on the West Coast, Arizona. Her name is Wendy Rogers. She just introduced the bill into the United States Congress to have Bitcoin become a legal tender of the state of just Arizona. Now, that might not just pass, but she's just trying to get that moved along. So you're going to have things like that. In regards to regulations, I think one of the major reasons why Biden's trying to get regulations done is because you got to look at where we're at with the market cap of cryptocurrency. We're only at maybe a shade under 2 trillion, right? The market cap of all publicly traded companies in the stock market is $90 trillion. So we're only at 2 trillion to a bucket of 90 trillion. Just imagine if cryptocurrencies, blockchain, all that stuff slowly starts to adopt into being a major asset class. And that's why he's trying to get regulations done, because if you're going to have major people, major companies putting billions of dollars into this, you want to make sure things are secure. No rug pulls. You have a lot of things with scams going on with rug pulls, people taking money, liquidating. So if you want to get the investors to get into this space, you got to make sure things are regulated to a point where they feel safe. That's one of the reasons why he's trying to regulate the market as fast as he wants to, because they see the potential in it.
Good point. I want to give a shout out to Gary Payton with a $10 super chat. I appreciate that. He says, "Where do I research crypto? Who or where do I go?" Do you want to answer that, Bobby?
YouTube University, man. I mean,
yeah, YouTube.
You're gonna have some Bitcoin maximalists out there. You know, I hate to go to those guys, but a good person. He's actually be on CNBC sometimes, and he has his own crypto channel. His name's Anthony Popliani. Again, Anthony Popliani, the Pop Show. He talks a lot about Bitcoin on his show. Max Kaiser is another Bitcoin maximalist. He talks a lot about Bitcoin. He believes that almost every state and country is going to be using Bitcoin as legal tender in the next 25 years. So, yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, Kev. Are you pretty much concerned with Bitcoin, or are you saying all crypto is a little bit too risky of an investment?
I'm looking at all crypto right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I'll say that to say this. You know, we can talk about the future and the adoption of what's going to happen, and we can talk about the reality of what's going to happen, right? What's happening right now. The countries that you guys are stating, right, are third world countries. I mean, Brazil's probably second world. But you gotta look at it like this: their currency right now is currently very poor, right? The value of their money compared to the U.S. dollar is not going to really change. Maybe Brazil, like that's why I said Brazil probably second world, because they fluctuate between $5 and $3. And Brazil is pretty much the closest, I would say, out of the other two countries. So they're reaching for something to strengthen their currency, right? They have an influx, and what's happening is they haven't made that decision. The people of that country has made the decision, right? When you have a people that are now can take a Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin out there, and it's worth more than what their currency for their country is worth, what are you going to do? You're going to make that change, right? You're going to stop using the currency of that home country. You're going to move over to Bitcoin to buy your goods, right? You got to think about it in that aspect. So if I'm in Ecuador and I want to buy whatever online, and I can't do it. My currency is going to take too much. But if I could get my hands on some Bitcoin, or if I could do a job and tell you pay me in Bitcoin, right, or do something with exchange or do something with Bitcoin, then I have more leverage to go out and get more of the first world resources that I may need, right? So it's really that decision didn't come from the government; that came from the people of that country saying, "Hey, we need an answer to why our currency or our economic situation is not the best," and Bitcoin may be the answer to that. You talk about Arizona. Arizona doesn't have state tax, right? You only have federal tax. So for them, that may be a leg up. But if you come to a California or a New York, where we're paying upwards of 21 to 25% tax on our income, on our dollar, it doesn't really move for us, right? Bitcoin isn't going to really change nothing for me anyway. You know what I mean? It's cool currency. Yeah, I could maybe a couple places have adopted it, but for the most part, Con Ed rent still getting paid in dollars. So there's no urgency in other places to adopt it because our currency is the strongest. Now, what you said about Biden is, yeah, that is a point. You want to regulate, taxate, you want to make sure what's going on is what's going on. But at the other side of that, look how many millionaires are coming off of Bitcoin right now. You know what I mean? They want a piece of their pie, and that goes back into when Trump was there. He didn't set any regulations. He let you go do what you had to do, right? So that also gets into the political side, the politics of it.
Hmm.
If you're Biden and you're giving out all this cash, right, and inflation is at an all-time high, how do you bring that down? Well, you got to bring that cash back in house. But if you see a lot of everybody who getting a stimmy check, they EDD, they unemployment check, and they flipping it to Bitcoin, and they could go out and flip that into something else without having to pay no tax on them dollars, then what does that do to the American dollar? Inflation. And eventually we're gonna get to the point where it's gonna be bread gonna be $20 a pack. So how do you stop that? You got to tax it. You got to tax it heavily. The guys on Wall Street aren't paying taxes. The rich are avoiding taxes at all costs. That's one on one, rich one on one. That's how you
Yeah,
stay rich. You don't pay taxes. So again, Biden is taxing. Who is he going after? The guys that look like all three of us, the 9 to 5 dudes, the bus drivers, the train drivers, the
facts.
dudes that work for the city. You touch Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? And they coming after you for that. They want their piece, right? But Joe Blow scammer who don't got no, you know what I mean, who got a cash app or maybe got access to a exchange, you ain't gonna pay no taxes on that. Taxes, you ain't even got my social. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Y'all don't even got my info
Facts.
on this joint. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But me and you,
Facts.
what we gonna do? We value our dollars, right? So we're
Yeah,
gonna go to a Coinbase. We're gonna go to maybe even a Cash App to buy our coins, right? Cash App got it to the point now is they advertise it doing your taxes for you, right? So now again, that's the political side of it. So what I'm saying to guys is don't let the adoption and the taxation is like, oh yeah, they freeing it up for the next. Don't let that fool you, bro. It's not. It's a money grab right now. Biden looking at the deficit. He looking at what he spent and he looking at what he owe, and he got to make that up. And again, we're gonna squeeze the middle class. We're gonna keep squeezing the middle class. We're gonna keep squeezing the middle class until we can't get no more out of them. But that's never gonna happen because what? We still gonna get up and go to work every day. We still gotta pay these bills. We still gotta feed our kids. You know what I mean? Our kids still want J's. We still want to get fresh. So we still gonna be reaching, reaching, reaching. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like before guys get into the Bitcoin, before we start researching and doing the YouTube University and doing all that, sit down and look at the situation and figure out what am I doing right now to make sure when I get older I'm straight. I have my thing is gonna be like this, bro. Right now, so it's up, bro. It's almost done. So we got to start looking at the future. Right now, we could gamble a little bit. You know what I mean? We got a couple coins. But like I said earlier, as we get older, we got to start thinking about what's our next step going to be. Because our next step got to be our best step. And we can't sit here and wait for a coin that may move or may not move. Bitcoin has been on a steady downtrend for the last 6 months. Anybody can pull it up and look at it.
I
It's
don't
been
think it's been
declining
six. I don't
steadily.
think it's been 6 months, has it?
It's been 6 months.
It's been 3.
It's been 6 months.
been
Yeah, it's been
three.
3. Yeah, it's been 6
Look,
months,
three.
bro.
anybody can Google it. Anybody watching right now, Google it and look at the charts.
It's
Bitcoin
been
and
3.
US dollar
It's been
has
$3.
been down last 6 months. Since
They call
before
me
No,
the
Big
because
Three
holidays,
Bob. It's been 3.
when I got down here, Kev, in September, when I got down here, Bitcoin was like
what
hitting
is
at
it,
almost
February,
70.
January? It was 70. Yeah, it got to
You're like,
67. The high
yeah,
was 67.
67. Okay,
And
67
it's
like
been
in
on a steady
October.
decline since then. It's been on a steady decline since then. Since October?
Said
November,
November, it was
December,
69K.
January.
November. Hold on, I'll tell
3
you right
months.
now. I got the numbers
Hold
right
on.
now. I got the
Hold
numbers
on.
right
Patrick Devil says November was 69,000.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on 1 second. November 8th, it was 60. The last high was November 8th, 2021, 67.5. So you're right. It was November, December, January, February. So yeah, 4 months. I apologize. Y'all right. That's why we got the numbers. So last 4 months, it's been on a steady decline.
Mhm.
Nobody can tell us why though. Why is it on a steady decline?
I gave you examples of fundamental reasons in the beginning of the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what you want to call it, man. That's what you want to call it. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the S&P. Look, the S&P at the same date was at 6,060. I'm sorry, was at $4,400 $4,400. At the current price right now, it's up 17% since that date. Dow Jones, that 36,000, it's up 14% since that date. You know what I'm saying? And we in a downtrend right now after the holiday. You can look it up. I just Googled it. You can look it up. It's facts. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to take the risk, man, the coins are not the risk. The coins are not what you should risk your money on. Take the stocks, get the 401k, get educated on where your money is going. You get your business, right? And you leverage that business against whatever you're going to do. That's the philosophy you should be taking. Guys are looking at crypto as get rich quick, and it's guys, like Bitcoin Bobby, like these other people that are pushing the agenda, right?
Right.
That are saying, yeah, man, just go to YouTube University, but once you figure it out, it's gonna go up. How many comments we hear? Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Bro, how long this thing gonna be dipping for? I got mouths to feed, bro. Like, how long this gonna be dipping for? But I know in the stock game, January is gonna be a down month. February we're gonna start to rally. By summertime, you know who's gonna be up? Coca-Cola, the airlines, oil companies. Why is that? Because we're gonna be traveling, drinking, and chilling, right? We know that for a fact. Summertime hit, it's a go. We gonna be out of here. Everybody to my outside. Gas prices is gonna be high, so gas futures is gonna be high, so the oil companies is gonna eat. So we have a place now where we have a tradition and a routine of how the U.S. economy is moving with the dollar. Why are we gonna go against that? Why are we gonna play devil's advocate? Why are we gonna play whack-a-mole with these coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I know if I get into these stocks, I'm gonna get this money. What happens? So after the summertime, what's coming up next? Holiday season, right? We got Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Let's buy into some of these indices. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be smart and roll with what the country is going to do, because again, the country is run by the middle class, and the middle class is going to spend that money. We know as middle class people, right? We done spent this holiday money. We got to recoup some of that back. Tax season about to hit, right? So when tax season hit, what happens? Car industry shoot, the clothing industry shoot, because we want to get fresh. We lead that into summertime. Back to school season, back to holiday season. So we got a nice routine with Bitcoin. We like, yo, when it's going, what we gonna do? And I'm in the game. And I see, well, crypto. Who's that? Crypto. I'm in the buy the dip. I'm in the game, bro. I got skin in the game. I got 10 bands in cryptocurrency, and I'm looking at my joint every day. Like,
yeah, they getting on you in the chat, Kev, a little bit.
And that's fine, bro. I don't look, man. It needs to be said, bro.
You gotta let them talk. You gotta let them
It needs
talk.
to be said.
No. But I want to mention this comment real quick by
guys,
James or Scotland Neck. He says Bitcoin is up 6 million% since 2010.
6 million%.
You all cap, Teddy.
I'm all cap. 6 million%. How much of that you got? James from Scotland Neck. How much of that you got? When'd you buy it? Come on, stop capping, bro. Like, y'all bugging. Everybody, it's up 6 million%. It did this. It did. How much you got? How much you done cashed out?
I don't think that's the point.
Trading
Trying
game,
to make
bro.
the
In
point.
the trading game,
Can
I
I
can
get
tell
in?
you, yeah, I made $1 million, and I didn't trade it and made $1 million. But the next question is gonna be, how much of that you got in cash? How much did you looking for? Oh, nah, it's still in there. Come on, bro. Then you ain't get nothing yet. You ain't made
Unrealized
nothing
gains.
yet.
That's right. My thing
That's
is,
what I'm saying. I gotta listen. All the cats that's watching right now, yeah, we could talk about it. We could talk about, how much it just shot up and all that. But the reality of the situation is, if you looking at a coin and it ain't moving and you praying, you sweating now, you done put your hard-earned money into it, bro. When you could go, like I said, you go get your 401k and you could watch it grow all year. You go watch. That's why they cap you at 6K, because it was making too many millionaires. And I'm giving y'all real talk. We can sit here and play these games where we can look at the charts and really say, look, and you using the stock terms already. Resistance, point of resistance, hitting this low, hitting this high. Yeah, that's all cool, bro. But there's nothing pushing this market. It's hedging off of stocks. And that's the reality of it. And guys need to research that. Crypto hedges off of stocks. You know why? Because the stock dudes put their money in crypto until they lose their money. Then they take their money out of crypto and put it into something else. It's a placeholder. It's not a reality. And it's never going to be taken as a reality to the rich. It's just a place I got some Bitcoin. You hear Rich Fisher talking? I got some Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin you got? I got a couple dollars of Bitcoin. But as soon as hard times hit, that joint is gone. Once the sell-off happens, the coin drops. The people at the bottom is stuck holding the bag. What you call that, Aaron? A Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
Think about that for a second. Let that spin.
I did. I thought about that last year. What happened with the stock market with Robinhood?
That's Rob. That's a platform. That's not an exchange, bro. That's a platform. You gotta get your facts right now. When you put your money into a coin and shoots up, when it gets to the top, the people at the top take their bread and it drop down. What you call that?
Same thing. That don't happen in stocks. That don't happen in stocks.
It don't happen in stocks.
Oh my God.
Elon Musk showed us.
Let me break down some factors, because I feel like you're pushing a bad narrative.
Let me just say one more thing, and I'm gonna let you talk.
Go ahead.
Elon showed us with Dogecoin. He played a game with us. Us, because I bought into it too. I'm gonna say us, because I put money into it.
I didn't.
Okay, you didn't. Why? We're gonna get it. You're gonna explain to us why you didn't, right? So he put his money into it, right? And he played a game. He named a coin after a dog and told us he was gonna do this, and then shot up. And cats did exactly what he said he was going to do. Everybody bought into it till they hit that high. And then once the rich took their money out, that joint dropped out. And cats like me and you was left whole. I mean, I got a couple dollars out of it.
I mean, I cashed out. I made some money off Dogecoin.
A lot of smart ones did, right?
Yeah.
But if you was late to the party, what happened? You got left holding the bag. You can't even, nobody even talk about Dogecoin no more. Right, That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a game, and he showed us that he showed us that last year.
You act like Dogecoin been around just 1 year. Dogecoin been around since 2018.
But it's a pattern, bro. It don't matter if it been around. Your man in New York who got caught up.
Let me talk, because I feel like you're bringing a bad narrative.
Let me go.
Because I think your narrative is always from a stock mindset of get in and get out, make this money. I've always on this platform have teach long-term investments and long-term investment in good coins. If you do that, then you'll make a profit over time. You'll make better profit over time than in the stock market. Now, Dogecoin, when it went up, when I first did this platform, Dogecoin was chilling at, it was a price at 0.0007, and then it got up to 7 cents, and then it got up to 60 cents at its all-time high. So that's 100x right there. I mean, come on now, you don't get those type of gains in the stock market within a year. But I'm not even trying to push Doge, because I didn't even buy into Doge. What I'm trying to say is you're looking at it from a short-term window. You got to look at Bitcoin and cryptocurrency from a long-term standpoint. That's the problem, Kev. You're always looking at it from a short-term standpoint. Get in, get out. It's a stock thing. No. Even from last year when we first did our first interview, Bitcoin was at 18,000. It's at 36 now. That's double your profit. Mm-hmm. When we first did Ethereum was like at 500 per coin. It's at $2,500 per coin. It was at 67 4 months ago now, but it got to a size $4,000.
Hold on, Kev. Let me finish.
You're right.
So I mean, you're saying these coins, a lot of these coins are used within the network itself. I mean, you can make coins you can make money off coins even in a bear market. You ever heard of something called decentralized finance? lending your coins out to different platforms and making money off of it, making like a 30% APR in that within the year. Come on now, man. So you can make money in a bear market or a bull market within this platform.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just think you have a natural bias to everything, man. Like I said, I'm not saying that you can't invest into other avenues, but this is just one of them to get to wealth. Yes, a lot of people make money fast, but that's the mindset people are preaching. Get in, get out. I made $1 million off of $1,000 investment in this short of time. Yeah, you can do that, but those are just outliers. Those are exceptions to the rule. Majority of the time, it's a slow and steady race. If you come in with that mindset, you'll always win. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro, I gave you the long-term plan just now, and that's the mindset that's very dangerous. I told you if you invest 10 years in a 401k, you'll be a millionaire.
And he just
that's
told
a long-term play.
Years within Bitcoin,
that's a long-term play.
Way more money.
You wouldn't have made Bitcoin hasn't even been that high.
Look at the numbers. Bro. It started from under a penny.
Bitcoin just dropped half.
And now it's at
Bitcoin just lost half its value in 4 months. I'm telling you, if you play the long game with a 401k, you're going to be guaranteed
to 40,000.
Unless we have another
40,000 in 10 years. From under a penny to 40,000 in 10 years.
Okay. And now it's where
you do the numbers. You're smart.
And it just dropped. It just dropped half its value. It just dropped half its value in 3 months. Now, unless the stock market goes into another
and it went up
or black
100% of its value in 12 months. What are you trying to say?
So you're saying that it gained value in 12 months and lost value in 3 months?
That can happen. It's a volatile market.
That don't even sound right.
Education.
Right. You telling me it takes
volatile market
to double itself, and it takes 3 months to lose half its value? That don't even sound right. Well, I'm telling you, if you invest for 10 years, $6,000 a year, you'll be a millionaire, guaranteed. I'm telling you this now. I'm telling y'all this now. What sound better?
Pull up the chart for me, please.
I got you.
Pull up the chart for me, please.
Hold on. Here we go.
Now, this is a Bitcoin model prediction of showing the gains Bitcoin has made over the last 8 to 9 years. And the green shows you the months of Bitcoin's been positive, and the red shows you the negative when Bitcoin's been down. Now, even in 2021, we've had 6 months of green and 6 months of negative. Now, look at this, because this is considered a consolidation period. Now, even the total market of 2021, we were still up 65%. In 2020, we were up 300%. So you can see the correlations of these that are coming. We believe this is going to be maybe can be a bull market. It might be an extended bull run. I definitely did think that by prior technical analysis that we would be having a bull run in late December into January, but that didn't happen. So we might be in an extended bull run. But these are just showing you numbers right here. We're going to have some years that is a negative, and those are the bear markets, and then you have some consolidation years. We might be trending towards a bull market now. So these are the numbers right there. I mean, look at that.
Okay.
1,300% in 1 year, 5,500% in 1 year, 300% in 1 year. Man, the number says it all. 7 out of the last Februarys have been a positive green month. Are we going to be green this month? Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. You want me to show the next one?
You can show the correlation to the tech stocks that's going on right now. All this does, actually, this proves Kevin's point.
Hold on. Okay.
It just shows you the trending line of Bitcoin is in orange, the tech stocks is in blue. Right now, over the last 6 months, Bitcoin's been correlated to tech stocks. As tech stocks has been going down, Bitcoin has been going down. So that's another correlation that you can look into.
Okay.
But I always tell people this is a long-term play. Long game. When in doubt, zoom out.
And as I stated, we can see right here on your chart, Bitcoin is again hedging the market, hedging the tech market. I'm giving y'all the long-term play, bro. I'm not giving you no charts. I'm giving y'all facts. I'm giving y'all real talk. So you can take it as we can sit here and sit on our hands and wish Bitcoin will make a move, or you can take the reality of you're not going to take a loss if you got a 401k stock. If you got a raw 401k, you're not going to take a loss. You're going to consistently gain. And that's been over the last 30 years. before Bitcoin was even invented, this has been a perpetual motion in which people have lost money. Even in 401ks, you lost your money and gotten it back within a 5-year period. That's why it's so profitable for
Okay, but
everybody.
real quick, now
Go ahead, bro.
Kev, you do have crypto though, right? You
I
have
do
some
have
crypto.
crypto. No, I got skin in the game. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I wouldn't be up here talking if I didn't have skin in the game. But a lot
Mhm.
of brothers that's up here that got coins don't have no skin in the stock game. Don't have no I got a 401k and I got crypto. And I trade and I got
Okay,
business.
so
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
what percentage would you say would be good to invest in crypto? What percentage then? Since you have it, what percentage?
First off, solidify. First off, before you invest anything, solidify your foundation and your financial foundation.
Man,
And
that's fact.
this is part of what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Stocks are legitimate. They are sustainable. They are not going anywhere. These companies, we're talking about billion-dollar companies that we use every day, commodities that we use every day. You know what I'm saying? So before you get into crypto, what I'm telling guys is solidify yourself, because you're betting against a coin that may have a technology that may be adopted, but Coca-Cola ain't running out to go get Bitcoin or innovate. You know what I'm saying? I see even periods of my stocks are rigged. Stocks ain't rigged, bro. It's an up and down in everything we do.
I
It's
wouldn't say
highs and
stocks are
lows.
rigged, but what you do have, you have companies like Coca-Cola that are utilizing crypto and blockchain technology. See, that's what you're not mentioning. And that's what you probably don't know. Coca-Cola itself is utilizing blockchain technology for their business infrastructure.
Where?
And I can tell you the coin because I invested into it. It's called
What coin
Unibright.
is it?
It's called
what?
Unibright, UBT.
Unibright.
Yes. Coca-Cola has partnered with Unibright since the summer of 2020. And they're
That's
using
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great investment to get into. So all I'm saying is might be.
Meanwhile, I own shares in Coca-Cola and I get paid dividends every year.
That's good.
So while you waiting for Unibright to see what Unibright gonna do, I'm still getting paid.
I already
That's the reality. That's what I'm saying.
made my return off Unibright. I already made 30% return off Unibright.
Okay, you made your return.
Yes.
And now the brothers coming in. Are they gonna get their return? Because I'm gonna
pretty
get
sure
my return. See, when you get dividends off a stock, it's guaranteed. If that business go out of business tomorrow, I still
Coca-Cola's
get paid
going out of business.
I'm just giving you an example, brother. If Coca-Cola got a business tomorrow, I still get paid a dividend check. If Unibright, whatever happens to the coin, you sitting there holding the bag. And that's why I understand what y'all guys, when people say it's rigged, bro, there's so many opportunities in the stock market to make money. But like I said, for the long-term game, it's the 401k. For the short-term game, you can do options. For the middle game, you can do dividends. You know what I'm saying? There's a place for everybody that's you going to make money. Now, once you got that solidified, once you pick one of them stages, then have at it. To answer your question, Aaron, once you solid, you know what I'm saying, and what you got to do, and your foundation is solid, and you know you good, then you put as much money into crypto. Hey, have at it, bro.
So you're trying to say start off with these things first, and then go to crypto, which
if you
sometimes
want to,
stocks has a higher barrier of entry for the average investor.
Get your bread up.
Not everyone get their bread up, man. With crypto, hold on. But with crypto, you can take $100 and make $10,000 with the possibility. Not a lot of people can do that with stocks.
Have you done it?
I mean, a lot of cats have.
I'm asking Bobby. Has he?
I have not done it. I have not done it.
But I'm gonna tell you what I've done. I'm tell you what I've done.
Don't use me as an example.
I put $6,000 into my 401k and I made $15,000. And if y'all want me to pull up the paperwork, I can pull up Charles Schwab right now and show y'all the paperwork. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people are talking. You can do it.
I got the numbers. I have the numbers.
You can
have the numbers,
but it ain't there yet.
Real quick, man. Let me catch a super chat real quick by the Scarface of crypto with a $5 super chat. He says the good thing about crypto is you can get in before the whales.
Exactly. We haven't even got to major adoption yet. We haven't even gotten to major adoption yet.
They don't, bro.
This is a chance you can front one.
This is the biggest thing about rich people. I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing about rich people. They lazy as fuck. They not running to adopt nothing. If you got something guaranteed every year, you get a guaranteed return. Why I'm gonna go risk money on this, bro? Especially, listen. This is the biggest. I'm telling y'all right now. It's on my heart. When you get information and they get to the common folks, it's already done, my nigga. It's already done. If we talking about Bitcoin in the barbershop, there's no sense in even jumping in because the rich people don't talk. They're not giving us no game. Nobody's giving us the game at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
They
really know
giving
the
it to
game.
us at the end because
They
they're
don't
trying to
even know the
slide
game
out.
yet. They still stuck in the stock mindset like you. They don't even know the
Bro,
game yet.
they're making money. They're making money every day. They're making money every day. You over here wishing I'm making the bread.
I'm not wishing. How am I wishing?
I just asked you, bro. I asked you. You said you can make $1,000 into what? $1 million or $10,000, bro. If you telling me that and you ain't done it yet, you wishing, my boy. That's a wish.
I'm not wishing.
Now, bro. Now hold on, real quick, Kev. I know cats personally that have made great flips off crypto. Personally,
how many cats you know personally, bro?
I know. What's my guy Joe from the Bay? That's what
Bay.
he do. Is he?
Okay, who else you know, bro?
No, I'm saying, but he invested in altcoins and he be making hella come ups, bro. He showed me his account and everything.
That's Joe, bro. That's Joe. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying it can't happen. But what I'm saying is for the common folk the brothers we talking to right now that's traveling, trying to get money to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening, bro. It is not happening. It's not happening like that. Cause, bro, I trade every day. And I put my money in, and I'm like, yo, let's see what's gonna happen.
Now, Kev, I bought into just my little personal story.
Talk about it. Let's get into it.
I bought into Ethereum at $195, bro.
Okay. And how much you made off that? Oh, give me a round.
I'm not giving numbers, but yeah, I made. Bro, it's at $2,600 right now.
Okay.
I don't know a stock that can do that. I'm just being honest. I was an investment. I rock with stocks as well, but
yeah.
I just look at the gains in crypto. I'm like, yo, $195, $2,600. Mm-hmm. Can you name me one stock that's done that?
Well, bro, I'm looking at it as well. I put $6,000 in, and I doubled that in a year in the stock market. I mean, it ain't as fast as crypto. You're right. It's not fast money. But what they tell us, fast money don't last money.
You know but this is the thing, though, Kev. We all. You're giving solid advice. Don't get me wrong. I think me and Bobby can agree with you as far as getting a solid foundation financially, but you just can't ignore the straight facts that crypto is a pretty decent market to invest your wealth or hold your money in right now. I'd rather put something in crypto than a bank. I would say that.
You know, yeah, I would agree with you.
I'm not going to make any money with the bank. The bank is going to make the money off my money, but I'm not going to make no money.
I agree. I agree with you, brothers. On the bank, I don't trust the bank either.
I don't trust the bank.
Shout out to real quick. Shout out to Nomad Capital with a $10. I think that's like a British pound or something. But shout out to Nomad Capital CEO.
That's money right there. See, that's like $12. That's $12 right there, bro. See,
there you go.
You know what I mean? You gotta get on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
No, but see, this is the thing. Like, both of y'all are really giving solid investment advice,
and that's the point of this.
But for the most part, you're trying to figure out, okay, where do I park my money where my money's going to work for me? Mm-hmm. That's it.
And I'm saying that it's all different avenues to do it. And I'm just saying crypto is one of them. That's what I'm specializing in. And I think you can get a lot of gains in crypto over a long period of time compared to stock market, precious metals, et cetera, et cetera. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. But I think, like I said, I got skin in the game. But like I said, to answer Aaron's question, bro, I think like I said, guys need to really have a foundation first. I think eventually it may crypto may take over. People are tired of banks. It may happen. But what I'm saying is, for guys that are coming in, don't come into the crypto market with that mindset that everybody's going to become a millionaire off $100. And I hate when guys say that, because me as a guy who had to take the time to learn how to trade, understand the markets, put the time in, the late hours, you're making it seem like it's easy when it's really not. So my advice to guys, I can't stop nobody from getting into coins. Like you said, the gains are awesome. I'm not going to deny that. They come fast, but
you can lose them fast.
Guys, have your fundamental financial foundation. Like, know that you're going to be good before you go ahead and take out a loan, put your last into something. Like, you're going to have to, like how we save for these trips, bro, and how we save to do the things we want to do. We got to have that foundation first. And all I'm saying is stocks can be that foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me catch you super chats real quick, Kev. We'll get right back to it. Shout out to the Scarface of crypto with the $5 super chat. He says, my cousin turned me onto Bitcoin. He made 12 million. He got in with Bitcoin was $2. That's pretty good.
I heard
That's a
about
story
Bitcoin
for you.
when it was $5. When they did Occupy Wall Street in New York, Bitcoin
Mhm.
was $5. I didn't believe it. I didn't know what it was.
I
I
didn't
thought
either.
it was
Yeah,
scamming. I was like, I
I
ain't
didn't
going
either.
for this.
You know what?
But those are
And
early adopters.
I will say this, and you can be a witness, a testament to this, Bitcoin Bobby. I was very like not into it as well. It was you that kind of convinced me, really, like, nah, bro, this, that, and the other. Once you told me, all the facts about Bitcoin, but I had no idea. I thought it was a scam too. I should tell my homeboy, man, that's a scam. They're gonna cut that off soon. But it's still here to stay. Let me shout out to Nomad Capital CEO with the $10 super chat. He says, he seems to forget that companies as BlackRock also invest printed Fed dollars to the market. Stocks are a bubble as well right now. Shout out to Nomad Capital.
I mean, that's his opinion. I don't know. Like I said, he's a stock expert. What Cap? I want to touch on something. What Cap has said is he's right. Biden is going to try to squeeze it out of the middle class. If you realize what's happened over the last year or so, the IRS has beefed up their infrastructure. I think they've hired over 600 new employees. They've hired over 600 new employees, and it was not too long ago over the summertime they was trying to issue a quote unquote law where if you spend over $600 on any transaction, they have the authority, just the authority to check where the transaction is going. So they're definitely trying to get into your bank account to know what's going on, man. So
yeah, that's very true, and I actually see it because when you check PayPal, they like, yo, you gotta fill out these forms. Shout out to Dollar Will. He says money and huge risk is present in crypto and the stock market. Knowing technical analysis is the key.
Knowing TAs.
All right. Shout out to S Hunter for the $5 super chat. He says, is people making 5-6 figures a month with DeFi, take that capital and invest in stocks, Apple, Microsoft, VTI, and VU.
I agree. I mean, once you make your returns, diversify it, put it into other avenues and different assets.
All right. Shout out to, I guess that's Frozen06 with a $5 super chat. He says, if you're concerned about validity of crypto, move it into a stable coin like USDT after you make profits. All right. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. Right.
Keep in mind, think about it like this. There are over 50 million millionaires in the world. 50 million millionaires. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. So it's not even enough out there for each millionaire to just buy one Bitcoin. So think that how that's going to translate over the years to come. That's a supply. That's basic economics, supply and demand. 50 million millionaires. Only 21 million Bitcoins going to be printed. There you go. Let that sink in.
You made a good point, Kev.
They're going to keep printing them dollars, though. Look, man, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're going to, but the thing about it right now is we're still, as long as Bitcoin is tied to a currency, we're still going to play this game, right, of stock versus Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm just going to reiterate it, man. Guys, get your foundation straight. I've seen as many guys have we seen that are successful, like Aaron, like Bobby, like tons of guys that do make money off these exchanges. There are more guys that have lost it, had their stuff hacked, lost money in these coins, gotten at the wrong time. There's no consensus really on how the market is going to move. It's speculation. And if you're playing and stock market speculation as well, like I said a couple minutes ago, if you're looking at a company with steady gains, reliable, or even paying you reliable stuff like dividends, give you a return on your money, a guaranteed return on your money, go past that to go to crypto. You know what I mean? Like you said, Aaron, like in the beginning, yo, what's up, man? It's down right now. And even if Coca-Cola is down, you're getting a dividend check. You know what I mean? Even if it's down, it's only temporary. So there's still something that's going to, in the stock market that's going to push it. You know the American people are going to spend money, and those stocks are still going to recover even during the pandemic. I mean, it was so many people who I made a ton of money during the pandemic because once everybody started closing down shop, companies like Nike, Apple, all the big boys stocks dropped, right?
Right.
And you get
Facts.
in at those prices. That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. When I say get your money up, I'm not trying to be, ignorant to the fact that yeah, we all work hard for our money, and yes, some people don't have the access to the resources, right? But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is, same way y'all buying the dip is the same way you can look at a stock and say, okay, this is the time to buy. These stocks are dropping. A company like Nike, a company like Coca-Cola, all these S&P 500 companies, when they drop, they're going to recover because they have a product that's in your store that you could visibly go ahead and see, feel, taste, caress these products, right? With these coins, you don't know what's going to happen with these coins. You don't know who's going to adopt these coins. It may be a fad. We may be looking at a fad. Yeah, everybody can say, yeah, we're going to get this coin and get that coin, and it's going to adopt this technology, and that's fine. But even with something like NFTs, I favor NFTs over coins. Why? Because you're going to get a physical object that's going to be valued as something.
Digital
You know what
object.
I'm
Digital
saying?
object.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, a digital object, but you're going to physically have it in your possession, right? If I'm buying this NFT, I can physically look at this NFT and say, okay, this is what I bought. This is the value. This is what I spent. It's going to go up based on the availability of this object, supply and demand,
Or
right?
the scarcity.
Classical economical tools and things that we have supply and demand. If it's only 2,000 of this and they stop making them and I own this one, eventually the cost and the price of this is going to go up. And I can understand that. You put two to two together. If you got a coin and you're telling me they still got billions of these coins to make and it's dropping down, what's to tell me that hey, this is gonna go back up?
Okay, let me touch on that because I feel like when you say coins, you might be talking about a lot of the shit coins. I try to get people to get into the big dogs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, coins with
Mhm.
utility. And when you're talking NFTs, you're talking something of utility as Ethereum. Ethereum is the main utility coin is used to transact NFTs.
Facts.
So OpenSea itself, which is the platform for NFTs, have went to a record of 5 billion in the last quarter. So that's going to mean the rise of Ethereum itself. So the adoption of Ethereum is going to help with the rise of NFTs itself. So that's what I can see where you're saying from, and I believe you with the NFT market. NFT market is definitely going to be booming over the years to come because you're talking about digital assets, digital artwork, music, things for artists to have and personally own, scarcity. I see a whole big vision of what's going to happen with NFTs. So, and this is all under the blockchain cryptocurrency umbrella, though. That's why I say adoption is
That's
coming.
what's going to. I'm sorry to cut you off, Bobby, but
But
see, how you just explained that, right? And how we just explained that together. There's a force that's driving that coin now, right? There's a demand for these digital properties, right? That people are willing to pay for. That's going to push Ethereum up higher, right? So this is where we get. This is the reason why the price of Ethereum is going to shoot up. But if there's no drive, there's no product, there's nothing to push Bitcoin up. There's nothing to push any of these other coins up besides the adoption of technology. Hey, look,
Well, hold on, Kev. Isn't it like the circulation, like that
of the
drives the
coin
US dollar?
of the coin itself
Yeah. Of
that
Bitcoin
pushes it
basically.
up.
Yeah.
No,
Like
it's the
countries
buying and selling. It's the
adopting it.
adopting. I'm sorry, adoption of the coin or the value of the coin we're talking about.
Like adopting, like what was it, El Salvador? That's just
El
adopting it.
Salvador has it as a legal tender now.
Yeah, because people are buying and selling the coin, right?
Mhm.
So that's what drives the price. It's not the adoption of it. It's this physical exchange of the coin. How many people are buying and selling this coin
Or
and
buying and
valuing
holding
the coin?
it. Or buying and
Or
holding it.
buying and holding it. Or look, you change it changes up every time. Buying and selling it, buying and holding it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
with Ethereum now, you're telling me I have to look. I have to convert my dollars to Ethereum to go buy this product. That's going to drive Ethereum, right? There's a reason behind it. It's going to drive it.
Okay.
With
Okay.
Utility.
Bitcoin, buying, holding it, buying and selling it. How much people have? How do we equate that? How do we broadcast that, right?
But you know, there's
Because
utility in Bitcoin also. That's what I'm trying to say. It's utility with
Where,
Ethereum,
though?
but it's utility in Bitcoin.
Where's utility into Bitcoin at?
Decentralization.
Where's the need to absolutely buy it? Where?
Decentralization, the ability to transact it and move money from here to over across the world in a matter of minutes.
I can do that on Ethereum. I can do that with Litecoin. I can do that with any one of these coins out here.
But you know what? No one. But Bitcoin is the granddaddy. Bitcoin is the one that moves the market. Most places are adopting Bitcoin first, then Ethereum, then Litecoin. So more than likely, you're gonna have to transact with Bitcoin first.
And like I said, Bitcoin hedges the stock market. So when the stock market drops, Bitcoin drops. And you see it in your own projections, in your own charts. We watched it now. So if I come back to it again. If it's hedging the market and it drops, then who's really controlling Bitcoin? It's just following what stocks are doing. So why not get into stocks and then leverage that against possibly look at it. The tech stocks are still higher than Bitcoin, and it's clearly following the trend. It's hedging
the last 6 months. Yeah,
it's hedging the market. So
within the last 6 months,
why am I putting my money into a coin that I don't control? I don't know who's controlling it. It's controlled based on buying and selling of the coin and holding of the coin. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at the stock market right now. And
again, you're looking at it from a short-term standpoint. You want to be able to buy it and hold it for a long time.
Because your money can Bitcoin has, to my knowledge, always been a short-term game. To my knowledge, guys are the guys who are making. And you can rebuttal that. But the guys who have made their money in Bitcoin, how long have they held that coin? And let's do that. What's the average length of a millionaire who became a millionaire in Bitcoin? How long did they hold Bitcoin for? You going to tell me they held it for 5 years? No, they held it for a year, maybe 2 years. It's a fast return on an investment, right? Is it not? I'm just being honest with you. Is it not? Well, you guys who have compared to guys who have generational wealth in the stock market, right? Have done this for over 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Real quick, let me catch the super chat by Eric Powell, $5 super chat. He says, "Is this guy serious?" I guess he's talking about you, Kev.
He could be talking about me. He could be talking about me.
He could talk about me.
Right. Okay. So I want to ask you guys one more question, and we're gonna go ahead and get everybody's closing statement to go ahead and wrap up the show. Bitcoin, Bobby, I start off with you. Kev, it's gonna be the same question. Where do you see Bitcoin and Ethereum in the next 5 years? Like, what price action, in your opinion? Man, I know it's just speculation, but where do you see it going?
Let me say this first, because I was the one that predicted on your show that it would be 200K by the end of 2021. And that was based on fundamental factors I saw, technical analysis factors I saw, based on a 4-year cycle, based on the halving. So I believe that it would go to 200K last year, and I'm wrong. So I can admit that. So for me to even predict where it's going to go now, that's kind of tough, because I believe we're in something that's called an extended cycle, and we're like at a point where we're not even knowing where it's really going to go, or we're in a consolidation phase or in a bull phase. So it's kind of hard to even predict, because even 90 to 95% of the people that predicted where it was going to go over the last 2 years have been wrong. So who's I to say that I'm going to be right over the next few years? Now, there's still people out there saying, well, it can still reach these numbers and reach these numbers. Like Kev said, people wishing, but a realistic state of it, we really kind of don't know. We can just only go by, the adoption rate, fundamentals rate, sometimes tech TAs. I mean, it's just hard to say right now, man. It's hard to say. I think it will be a net positive, you know what I'm saying? But we just don't know. I can't give the exact number, you know what I'm saying?
But you do think it's going to grow into the positive, rather?
Yes, eventually it's going to go up there. It's going to definitely go up there over time. Yes.
Okay, Kev, same question for you. Where do you see it in the next 5 years?
You know what? Can you pull up that last
hold on. Which one, Bobby?
The one with the lady from ARK Investing.
Okay, hold on.
This is her prediction, and I'm not trying to say it's right, but this is what she's saying. Kathy Wood, ARK Investor, predicts Bitcoin could exceed $1 million by 2030. And this is just her prediction. And if you go to the next slide, she gets into detail why she predicts this. Man, let me see. Let me pull it up on my phone and see if I can relay the message to what she was saying.
Can you see it?
Okay, yes. Bitcoin's market capitalization still represents a fraction of the global assets and is likely to scale as states adopt it as a legal tender. ARK added that Bitcoin's outlook that the cryptocurrency is taking a market share as a global settlement network. According to ARK's research, Bitcoin's cumulative transfer volume increased 463% in 2021, and the annual settlement volume has surpassed Visa's annual payment volume. So, I mean, I'm just saying, and I've been preaching this all podcasts. Look at it from a long-term perspective. If you do that, you'll win.
All right. Kev, you want to reply?
Yeah, I'm gonna reply, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Right. So what's this? 2020. We in 2022. Right. And just going off that last slide, Bitcoin can hit $1 million, and that's awesome. I hope it does. I hope we all get rich.
Supply and demand.
I hope
we all get
too.
rich. but the reality of it is, I'm not gonna wait for a hope and a wish and a prayer. Right. And I'm gonna tell brothers this again. Please take heed to my advice. Get your 401k between 2022 and 2030. Like I said, it's 8 years. If you just do from 2022 to 2032, max out 6K a year, you're gonna be a millionaire guaranteed. And I'm not joking. I'm just being 100% with you, bro. By the time and I'm not talking about in those 10 years. No, you're not gonna be a millionaire in those 10 years. But by the time you get to your retirement stage in your life, whether that be, I think the cutoff now is 65.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be a millionaire, tax free. You understand what I'm saying? Tax free. Now, that's all I'm telling brothers is before you go jump into that Bitcoin pool or you swim around those coins, solidify your foundation, please. Because like I told you in the beginning, bro, we don't want to be 60 pushing a broom in Walmart. That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Social Security ain't gonna be here no more. We don't know what the dollar's gonna be doing. It could be, it's right now it's inflated. But what I'm saying is before y'all go ahead and put y'all money into the coin, just take care of yourself financially, bro. That's all. That's really what this is about. Just encouraging brothers to be financially aware, take the time to study, use all your financial tools available to you. And when I tell you get your bread up, that could mean cashing cans, getting a second job, doing whatever you got to do to solidify your future, bro. Because us brothers, we we want to be Aaron, bro. We want to be in Brazil, chilling, doing podcasts under the sun. You know what I mean? That's the dream, yo.
Right, facts.
And I'm just telling brothers that, like, if you got a goal, man, and the coins are cool, like, like I said, if that's what you want to get into, the coins are cool. I know a lot of good brothers that make money off the coins. I'm not knocking it, but those same brothers, like, for the brothers that's coming in right now that is not familiar, take this advice. It's super easy. Just go ahead and take care of yourself, get your foundation straight, and then you can go do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You go invest in whatever coin you want to invest in. But that's what I'm saying, because you're gonna be. It's either we could predict you're gonna be a millionaire, or we can guarantee, damn near guarantee, 90% to 95% that you're gonna be a millionaire by the time you retire. And that's just what it comes down to, bro. So, man, it's all love. Bitcoin Bobby, I appreciate the time. Aaron, you already know, brother. I appreciate you.
Man, this was a great show, bro.
This
is a great show. Kev came with today. But got tired of Bitcoin Bobby beating up on you, man. You came with the heat today.
But nah, it's as long as the brothers that are watching this and are going to watch it, y'all getting what y'all need out of it, bro. Just two different, we're just giving y'all two different avenues, man. But I appreciate y'all brothers, man. We need to have more talks like this about this money, because
respect.
It's a lot out there, bro.
We might not agree on everything, but we do come up from a foundation of teaching our brothers financial security, financial stability, so they can make these moves in the end. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And actually, Aaron, I'm going to be in Colombia for about 18 days at the end of next month, man. So,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
2 cities. I'll be doing it up, man.
You going to Medellin this time?
You going to Medellin, boy?
Oh, you're going to go crazy. You're going to love it, man.
18 days, baby.
You're going to love it, man.
I remember them days.
And congratulations on your newborn, too, Bobby.
That's right.
Both of y'all got newborns. Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
That's what's up. Let me catch a super chat before we go. The Scarface of Crypto with the follow-out super chat. He says, when the metaverse blows up, the NASDAQ market is going to move to the crypto market.
You know, I haven't been studying metaverse as much. You know, projects like Decentraland and I just haven't been gotten into studying metaverse. I mean, I do believe it's another avenue that you can get into within the crypto space. Maybe it's definitely possible moneymaker, but I just haven't stepped into that station. It's a lot, man. It's a lot, to be honest with you. And I'm busy.
Gotcha.
That metaverse, boy, is something else, man. I'm trying to wrap my head around it right now.
Me too, man.
It's exciting, though. It's exciting. I give it that. It's exciting stuff.
I mean, it's a lot of changes going on, man. It's just a beautiful time to be alive because our parents didn't really have all these opportunities to make money like we do. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about the metaverse is it's a digital representation of yourself. You can digitally put yourself into another area or another conference. That's why I keep saying we're trending to a digital universe inside and outside the metaverse. That's why it's very important to have education within blockchain, crypto, Bitcoin, because this is where we're trending. You want to be on the beginning side of the trending part of life. Where this is 80s when the cell phone came out. That's all I'm trying to say. This is the 80s when the cell phone came out. 10, 20 years down the line, when it's more adopted by our kids, that's when we can reap the benefits of it from a financial standpoint of investing.
Perfect, man. But once again, man, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. That was an excellent show.
Definitely, man. I gotta run, but y'all brothers be holding
down. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Man. Peace.
Bye.
Oh, don't go.